Sadhana then went to the residence of the good friend Bhishmarnarghosha, bowed down at his feet, circled him to the right, and stood before him, saying, "O sage, I have set my mind on supreme enlightenment, but I do not know how to learn and practice the conduct of bodhisattvas. I beseech you to teach me." The good friend Bhishmarnarghosha said, "Excellent, excellent, son of a good family, that you have set your mind on supreme enlightenment. Son of a good family, if you would practice the conduct of bodhisattvas, you should learn the practices of benefiting all the world. Son of a good family, do you see this multitude of people who have come to me?" Sadhana said, "Yes, I see them." Bhishmarnarghosha said, "Son of a good family, these beings have various dispositions, various intentions, various activities, various views, various abodes, various realms, various defilements, various obscurations, various attachments, and various aspirations. I always teach them according to their various dispositions, enabling them to rid themselves of all grief. Also, son of a good family, I abide in irreversible patience. In my abode there is no anger, no animosity, no resentment, no vexation, no arrogance, no spite, no malice, no envy, no jealousy, no pride, no contentiousness. I am always peaceful, always gentle, always kind, always quiet, always tranquil, always serene, always happy, always equanimous. I am always amiable in demeanor and speak pleasantly beforehand. I never look at any being with a frown. I always treat everyone with respect and never abandon my commitment to truth. I always endeavor to benefit others and am never reluctant to give. I do not slight the poor, nor do I keep company with the wealthy. I do not despise the young and inexperienced, nor do I fear the old and wise. I do not hate the sick and deformed, nor do I favor the healthy and robust. I always treat everyone equally and never make distinctions based on gain or loss. I always examine my own faults and never talk about the faults of others. I am always mindful of my own conduct and never forget the benefits I have received. I always remember the kindness of my parents and never fail to repay their love. I always respect my teachers and never disobey their instructions. I always cherish my friends and never betray their trust. I always forgive my enemies and never seek revenge. I always rejoice in the happiness of others and never envy their success. I always feel compassion for the suffering of others and never turn a blind eye to their pain. I always strive to help those in need and never refuse their requests. I always speak truthfully and never tell lies. I always speak kindly and never use harsh words. I always speak beneficially and never waste my words on idle chatter. I always speak harmoniously and never cause discord. I always act honestly and never deceive others. I always act respectfully and never offend others. I always act diligently and never neglect my duties. I always act compassionately and never harm others. I always think of the welfare of others and never seek my own advantage. I always think of the teachings of the Buddha and never forget his guidance. I always think of the suffering of sentient beings and never lose sight of my vow to save them. I always practice patience and never give way to anger. I always practice generosity and never hoard my possessions. I always practice morality and never break my vows. I always practice diligence and never slacken in my efforts. I always practice concentration and never let my mind wander. I always practice wisdom and never cling to my own opinions. Son of a good family, I have only attained this abode of irreversible patience. How could I know or describe the practices of bodhisattvas, which are so difficult to perform? Son of a good family, go to the city of Napada, where there is a Brahmin named Jayashmaya. Go ask him how to learn and practice the conduct of bodhisattvas. Then Sadhana, having respectfully circumambulated the ascetic Megha and taken his leave, went to the city of Napata. He sought out the Brahmin Jayashmaya, beheld him, bowed down at his feet, circumambulated him to the right, stood before him, and said, "O sage, I have set my mind on supreme enlightenment. I wish to learn the conduct of bodhisattvas and practice it. I have heard that the sage is skilled in teaching. I beg you to instruct me." The Brahmin said, "Son of a good family, what you speak of, the conduct of bodhisattvas, is hard to believe and hard to understand. It is hard to practice and hard to accomplish. If you wish to practice the conduct of bodhisattvas, first arouse a great spirit of enlightenment. Then, with a compassionate mind, benefit all beings, adorn all Buddha lands, serve all Buddhas, sustain the wheel of the Dharma of all Buddhas, and observe all practices of bodhisattvas. Son of a good family, I only maintain this right practice of resolute will. How could I know or describe the practices of bodhisattvas, their inconceivable realms?" Sadhana said, "O sage, if you cannot speak of them, whom should I ask?" The Brahmin said, "Son of a good family, to the south of here, in the country of Trikutika, on the mountain of Vimla, there is a monk named Samantaganda. Go to him and ask how a bodhisattva is to learn and practice the conduct of bodhisattvas." Then Sadhana, having respectfully bowed to the Brahmin and taken his leave, went to the country of Trikutika. He climbed the mountain of Vimla and sought out the monk Samantaganda. He beheld him, bowed down at his feet, circumambulated him to the right, stood before him, and said, "O sage, I have set my mind on supreme enlightenment. I wish to learn the conduct of bodhisattvas and practice it. I have heard that the sage is skilled in teaching. I beg you to instruct me. The monk Samantiganda said, "Son of a good family, well done that you have been able to set your mind on supreme enlightenment. Well done that you can ask about the practice of bodhisattvas. Son of a good family, do you see this mountain Vimla?" Sadhana said, "I see it." The monk said, "Son of a good family, there are abodes of bodhisattvas on this mountain. There are also bodhisattvas dwelling here in great numbers. They all have attained the light of the practices of all bodhisattvas, abide in the happiness of the unimpeded knowledge of all Buddhas, have obtained the state of unobstructed, unexcelled, unbounded knowledge and vision. They all can manifest bodies like clouds, and their voices fill all worlds. They all can shake all worlds and illumine them with light. They all can cause all objects in all worlds to appear distinctly. They all can go in one instant to all Buddha lands. They all can in one pore contain all worlds. They all can teach all beings according to their inclinations. They all have attained the power of unobstructed manifestation. They all constantly emanate clouds of offerings and clouds of light. They all clearly see the practices of all Buddhas. They all can lead all beings to enter the ocean of knowledge. They all have attained the power of the unobstructed wheel of the teaching. They all have attained the unattached, unobstructed liberation. They all can, in a single utterance, expound the meaning of all teachings. They all have the power of unobstructed, continuous, unbroken memory. Son of a good family, I only know of this single practice of pure recollection. How could I know or describe the pure practices of bodhisattvas, which are an inexhaustible treasury of merit and virtue? Sadhana said, "O sage, if you cannot speak of them, whom should I ask?" The monk said, "Son of a good family, to the east of here there is a city called Simavijrampita, where there is a king named Anala. Go to him and ask how a bodhisattva is to learn and practice the conduct of bodhisattvas." Then Sadhana, having respectfully bowed to the monk Samantiganda and taken his leave, went to the city of Simavijrampita. He sought out King Anala, beheld him, bowed down at his feet, circumambulated him to the right, stood before him, and said, "O great king, I have set my mind on supreme enlightenment. I wish to learn the conduct of bodhisattvas and practice it. I have heard that the great king is skilled in teaching. I beg you to instruct me." The king said, "Son of a good family, well done that you have been able to set your mind on supreme enlightenment. Well done that you can ask about the practice of bodhisattvas. Son of a good family, how do you think a bodhisattva should learn and practice the conduct of bodhisattvas?" Sadhana said, "I do not know. I only wish to hear about it from you." The king said, "Son of a good family, I will tell you. A bodhisattva should dwell in irreversible conduct, be skilled in methods, understand the world, and liberate beings. A bodhisattva should be without self, without possessiveness, without dependence, without attachment. A bodhisattva should know all things are unproduced, unperishing, without action, without variety. A bodhisattva should know the nature of all things as uniform, indestructible, and real. A bodhisattva should enter deeply into all realms, understand all languages, purify his mind, and be free from dirt. A bodhisattva should not be disturbed by anything, should be courageous and vigorous, should always be firm in his intent, and should never give up. A bodhisattva should be like empty space, like a phantom, like an echo, like a reflection, like a mirage, like an illusion, like a dream, like a shadow, like a transformation, like a fire wheel. A bodhisattva should know that all things are of one nature, without increase or decrease, without coming or going, without beginning or end. A bodhisattva should know that all things are motionless, without duality, without distinction, without origination. A bodhisattva should not be attached to anything, should be free from all bonds, should be detached from all objects, and should not dwell in any realm. A bodhisattva should know the nature of all things is like this. He should know it through his own wisdom, not through the words of others. A bodhisattva should contemplate the suchness of things, should contemplate the real nature of things, should contemplate the non-nature of things, and should contemplate the naturelessness of things. A bodhisattva should purify his own mind. He should purify the minds of all beings. He should purify all realms. He should purify all practices. He should purify all vows. A bodhisattva should perfect all virtues. He should relinquish all possessions. He should deliver all beings from suffering. He should cause all beings to rejoice. A bodhisattva should be a refuge for all beings. He should be a protector for all beings. He should be a light for all beings. He should be a guide for all beings. A bodhisattva should cause all beings to enter the path of liberation. He should cause all beings to attain peace. He should cause all beings to attain joy. He should cause all beings to attain happiness. A bodhisattva should be impartial toward all beings. He should be compassionate toward all beings. He should be loving toward all beings. He should be joyful toward all beings. A bodhisattva should be a teacher for all beings. He should be a leader for all beings. He should be a king for all beings. He should be a guide for all beings. A bodhisattva should understand the minds of all beings. He should understand the deeds of all beings. He should understand the inclinations of all beings. He should understand the habits of all beings. A bodhisattva should know the realms of all beings. He should know the worlds of all beings. He should know the destinies of all beings. He should know the lives of all beings. A bodhisattva should benefit all beings. He should liberate all beings. He should protect all beings. He should befriend all beings. A bodhisattva should adorn all Buddha lands. He should purify all Buddha lands. He should illuminate all Buddha lands. He should develop all Buddha lands. A bodhisattva should serve all Buddhas. He should revere all Buddhas. He should honor all Buddhas. He should praise all Buddhas. A bodhisattva should uphold the teachings of all Buddhas. He should propagate the teachings of all Buddhas. He should preserve the teachings of all Buddhas. He should illuminate the teachings of all Buddhas. A bodhisattva should practice all the virtues. He should perfect all the virtues. He should fulfill all the virtues. He should transcend all the virtues. A bodhisattva should make offerings to all the Buddhas. He should make offerings to all the Dharma. He should make offerings to all the Sangha. He should make offerings to all beings. A bodhisattva should dedicate all his merit to all beings. He should dedicate all his merit to enlightenment. He should dedicate all his merit to the liberation of all beings. He should dedicate all his merit to the purification of all Buddha lands. A bodhisattva should vow to liberate all beings. He should vow to purify all realms. He should vow to serve all Buddhas. He should vow to perfect all virtues. A bodhisattva should develop the mind of enlightenment. He should cultivate the mind of compassion. He should cultivate the mind of joy. He should cultivate the mind of equanimity. A bodhisattva should never abandon the mind of enlightenment. He should never abandon the mind of compassion. He should never abandon the mind of joy. He should never abandon the mind of equanimity. A bodhisattva should always be mindful of the Buddha. He should always be mindful of the Dharma. He should always be mindful of the Sangha. He should always be mindful of the precepts. A bodhisattva should always be mindful of giving. He should always be mindful of morality. He should always be mindful of patience. He should always be mindful of vigor. A bodhisattva should always be mindful of meditation. He should always be mindful of wisdom. He should always be mindful of skillful means. He should always be mindful of vows. A bodhisattva should always be mindful of the bodhisattva path. He should always be mindful of the Buddha path. He should always be mindful of the liberation of all beings. He should always be mindful of the purification of all realms. A bodhisattva should always be diligent in cultivating all virtues. He should always be diligent in purifying his mind. He should always be diligent in benefiting all beings. He should always be diligent in perfecting the Buddha lands. A bodhisattva should always be fearless. He should always be courageous. He should always be strong. He should always be vigorous. A bodhisattva should always be patient. He should always be gentle. He should always be kind. He should always be compassionate. A bodhisattva should always be joyful. He should always be happy. He should always be peaceful. He should always be serene. A bodhisattva should always be wise. He should always be intelligent. He should always be perceptive. He should always be understanding. A bodhisattva should always be skillful. He should always be adept. He should always be proficient. He should always be competent. A bodhisattva should always be truthful. He should always be honest. He should always be sincere. He should always be trustworthy. A bodhisattva should always be respectful. He should always be reverent. He should always be humble. He should always be courteous. A bodhisattva should always be grateful. He should always be appreciative. He should always be thankful. He should always be indebted. A bodhisattva should always be forgiving. He should always be tolerant. He should always be understanding. He should always be compassionate. A bodhisattva should always be impartial. He should always be fair. He should always be just. He should always be equitable. A bodhisattva should always be loving. He should always be kind. He should always be compassionate. He should always be joyful. Son of a good family, this is how a bodhisattva should learn and practice the conduct of bodhisattvas. Then the youth, good treasure, empowered by the Buddha, surveying the 10 directions, spoke in verse, saying, "The enlightened one has expounded the practice of a bodhisattva, which is praised by all the Buddhas in the 10 directions." Hearing this, one should practice accordingly. For such is the teaching of all the Buddhas. A bodhisattva's mind is like empty space, which contains all things without any obstruction. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is pure and vast, encompassing all sentient beings without any discrimination. A bodhisattva's mind is like the earth, which supports all things without any complaint. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is firm and stable, bearing all burdens for the sake of sentient beings. A bodhisattva's mind is like water, which washes away all defilements without any preference. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is clear and pure, purifying all afflictions for the sake of sentient beings. A bodhisattva's mind is like fire, which burns away all delusions without any resistance. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is radiant and bright, illuminating all ignorance for the sake of sentient beings. A bodhisattva's mind is like wind, which blows away all obstacles without any hesitation. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is free and unattached, removing all hindrances for the sake of sentient beings. A bodhisattva's mind is like a mountain, which stands firm and unshakable amidst all conditions. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is resolute and unwavering, remaining steadfast for the sake of sentient beings. A bodhisattva's mind is like a jewel, which shines brightly and dispels all darkness. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is precious and rare, bestowing blessings upon all sentient beings. A bodhisattva's mind is like a flower, which blooms beautifully and delights all hearts. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is pure and fragrant, inspiring joy in all sentient beings. A bodhisattva's mind is like a lamp, which illuminates all corners and dispels all obscurity. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is wise and compassionate, guiding all sentient beings towards enlightenment. A bodhisattva's mind is like a ship, which carries all beings across the sea of suffering. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is strong and reliable, transporting all sentient beings to the shore of liberation. A bodhisattva's mind is like a physician who heals all diseases and alleviates all pain. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is caring and skillful, curing all afflictions for the sake of sentient beings. A bodhisattva's mind is like a great tree, which provides shade for all sentient beings to rest. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is vast and generous, sheltering all sentient beings from the heat of affliction. A bodhisattva's mind is like a bridge, which allows all sentient beings to cross over danger. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is safe and secure, leading all sentient beings away from perilous paths. A bodhisattva's mind is like a lamp, which illuminates the darkness for all sentient beings. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is bright and clear, dispelling ignorance and revealing the path to enlightenment. A bodhisattva's mind is like a jewel, which enriches all sentient beings with its virtues. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is precious and rare, bestowing blessings and fulfilling the wishes of sentient beings. A bodhisattva's mind is like the earth, which supports all sentient beings and nurtures their growth. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is stable and enduring, providing a foundation for all sentient beings to cultivate goodness. A bodhisattva's mind is like a mountain, which stands firm amidst all adversities. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is steadfast and unyielding, overcoming all obstacles on the path to enlightenment. A bodhisattva's mind is like empty space, which encompasses all things without discrimination. Likewise, a bodhisattva's mind is boundless and impartial, embracing all sentient beings with equanimity and compassion. Thus, should one aspire to attain Buddhahood swiftly, one must cultivate the mind of a bodhisattva diligently. Thus have I heard. At one time the Buddha was in the Jetavana Grove in Sravasti, together with a great assembly of monks, bodhisattvas, and gods. Then, in the middle of the night, a great light shone forth, illuminating the entire Jetavana Grove. The monks, bodhisattvas, and gods were all astonished and wondered where this light came from. The Buddha, knowing their thoughts, said to them, "This light is emitted by the Bodhisattva Universal Worthy, who has come from the land of great light in the east. As the Buddha spoke, the Bodhisattva universal worthy appeared in the assembly, radiating great light and surrounded by countless bodhisattvas. He prostrated himself before the Buddha and said, "World-honored one, I have come from the land of great light to hear the Dharma and to benefit all sentient beings." The Buddha said, "Excellent, excellent. It is good that you have come. Please explain the Dharma for the benefit of all sentient beings." The Bodhisattva universal worthy then said to the assembly, "All Buddhas of the past, present, and future have attained enlightenment through the practice of the 10 great vows." What are these 10 great vows? First, to worship and respect all Buddhas. Second, to praise the virtues of all Buddhas. Third, to make offerings to all Buddhas extensively. Fourth, to repent all karmic hindrances. Fifth, to rejoice in the merits of others. Sixth, to request the Buddhas to turn the Dharma wheel. Seventh, to request the Buddhas to remain in the world. Eighth, to always follow the teachings of the Buddhas. Ninth, to accommodate and benefit all sentient beings. 10th, to dedicate all merits for the benefit of all sentient beings. These are the 10 great vows that all bodhisattvas must cultivate. If one can uphold these 10 great vows, one will surely attain Buddhahood. The Buddha then praised the Bodhisattva universal worthy, saying, "Excellent, excellent. You have explained the Dharma very well. All those who hear this Dharma will surely benefit greatly." The assembly was overjoyed and praised the Buddha and the Bodhisattva universal worthy. Then, the Bodhisattva universal worthy, wishing to further explain the Dharma, spoke the following verses. The Buddhas are like the sun and moon, illuminating the world with their wisdom and compassion. Their teachings are like a great rain, nourishing all sentient beings and enabling them to grow. The Bodhisattvas are like skillful gardeners, tending to the garden of sentient beings with care and dedication. They cultivate the seeds of enlightenment, helping all beings to blossom into Buddhas. Therefore, let us all make the 10 great vows and strive diligently to attain Buddhahood together. Thus ends the chapter on the 10 great vows of the Bodhisattva universal worthy. Now, the Buddha, having received the gift of the Dharma, addressed the Bodhisattva universal worthy, saying, "Excellent, excellent. You have spoken well, explaining the Dharma in detail and enabling all sentient beings to understand it. All those who hear this Dharma will surely benefit greatly and will quickly attain Buddhahood." The Buddha then spoke the following verses. The Dharma is like a great ship, carrying all sentient beings across the ocean of suffering. The Dharma is like a bright lamp, illuminating the darkness of ignorance. The Dharma is like a sharp sword, cutting through the bonds of attachment. The Dharma is like a healing medicine, curing the diseases of body and mind. Therefore, let us all cherish the Dharma and strive diligently to practice it. Thus ends the chapter on the benefits of the Dharma. Then, the Bodhisattva Manjushri, wishing to further explain the Dharma, spoke the following verses. The Buddhas are like great physicians, diagnosing the diseases of sentient beings and prescribing the appropriate remedies. Their teachings are like skillful treatments, curing all kinds of suffering and enabling beings to attain happiness. The Bodhisattvas are like compassionate nurses, caring for the sick and helping them to recover. They encourage all beings to practice the Dharma and guide them on the path to enlightenment. Therefore, let us all follow the example of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and strive diligently to help all sentient beings. Thus ends the chapter on the compassion of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Now, the Buddha, having heard the words of the Bodhisattva Manjushri, addressed the assembly, saying, "Excellent, excellent. You have spoken well, explaining the Dharma in detail and inspiring all beings to cultivate compassion. All those who practice compassion will surely attain Buddhahood quickly." The Buddha then spoke the following verses. Compassion is like a mother's love, nurturing all sentient beings with tenderness and care. Compassion is like a gentle breeze, cooling the heat of anger and hatred. Compassion is like a clear spring, quenching the thirst of suffering and pain. Compassion is like a protective shield, guarding all beings from harm and danger. Therefore, let us all cultivate compassion and strive diligently to benefit all sentient beings. Thus ends the chapter on the cultivation of compassion. Then, the Bodhisattva Maitreya, wishing to further explain the Dharma, spoke the following verses. The Buddhas are like great kings, ruling the kingdom of Dharma with wisdom and compassion. Their teachings are like royal decrees, guiding all sentient beings on the path to enlightenment. The Bodhisattvas are like loyal ministers, assisting the Buddhas in their work of saving all beings. They uphold the principles of Dharma and ensure that all beings are treated with fairness and justice. Therefore, let us all support the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and strive diligently to establish a world of peace and harmony. Thus ends the chapter on the support of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Now, the Buddha, having heard the words of the Bodhisattva Maitreya, addressed the assembly, saying, "Excellent, excellent. You have spoken well, explaining the Dharma in detail and inspiring all beings to support the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. All those who support the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas will surely attain Buddhahood quickly." The Buddha then spoke the following verses. Support is like a strong foundation upon which the temple of enlightenment can be built. Support is like a flowing river, nourishing the seeds of virtue and wisdom. Support is like a shining light, illuminating the path to liberation. Support is like a precious jewel, adorning the crown of Buddhahood. Therefore, let us all offer our support to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and strive diligently to create a world of enlightenment. Thus ends the chapter on the offering of support. Then, the Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, wishing to further explain the Dharma, spoke the following verses. The Buddhas are like great teachers, guiding all sentient beings on the path to enlightenment with patience and compassion. Their teachings are like skillful lessons, enabling all beings to understand the truth of reality. The Bodhisattvas are like diligent students, eager to learn from the Buddhas and to practice their teachings. They strive to master the principles of Dharma and to share their knowledge with all beings. Therefore, let us all follow the example of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and strive diligently to learn and practice the Dharma. Thus ends the chapter on the learning and practice of the Dharma. Now, the Buddha, having heard the words of the Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, addressed the assembly, saying, "Excellent, excellent.